Right guys, just thought I'd make a video talking about BKFC 60 in Milton Keynes. Fantastic night. I think that if I was making predictions for all the wins that would have come. Now listen, I didn't put it out there about Ellis beating Ellis Shepherd beating Gary Fox. I seen that Danny Christie was offering £1,000. I like Danny. I didn't want to take your money, Danny. Not just that. I don't even think I've got £1,000 in my bank account to pay you if Ellis would have lost. But anyway, that was a fantastic fight. Gary Fox, what a warrior. You know, he connected quite a few times with Ellis and showed his strength. It must have been hard for Gary Fox to deal with the blood streaming down his face. It was mad that young Ellis had predicted how he was going to win and basically cutting him open. That was a great fight. I was looking forward to all the title fights. Now, Danny Christie, most impressive performance of Danny Christie's career. You know, no one's done that to David Round. And yeah, Danny was just levels above. And that crack, I mean, we all know Danny can pagger and he can bang, you know. And that crack, yet again, was just heard around the stadium and that, you know. There's something about when Danny hits a man with a bare fist, the noise it makes is just different than anybody else's on the night. Like it was in Wembley. And like it was in Milton Keynes, Danny, you cracked him. And, wow, David Round, tough man, you know. Franco Taglianghi, whatever his name is, Taglianghi, the Argentinian psychopath he is, yeah, the axe murderer. So that's the third time now he's fought for the BKFC, 3-0, and he's a European champion. He's definitely a poster boy for the BKFC. And yeah, he reminds me of Jake LaMotta, the former middleweight champion, boxing champion, the way he fights out of a crouch and he's got the leaping left hooks and stuff, you know. He's like a bull. And old Lights Out James Lilly was the matador, and it was a great match. It was boxer versus fighter, but in the BKFC, I always feel like if the fighter's walking him down, he's going to win the fight, you know? Because that's how the BKFC judge it anyway. It's on aggression, as you know, and aggression, damage. Anyway, so their three title fights have just had a little walkthrough. Two of them going decision to decision, and then Danny with a decisive victory. Now, I've watched since subsequently. Now listen, I want to talk about the middleweight title, something that I would love. Something that Danny Christie is now going for. So that means me and Danny Christie could potentially be fighting for the middleweight title along the line. I don't think they'd let me just jump straight into it, especially when you've got Bart Kroll, who's just signed a 5-fight contract. That's an interesting fight there. That's a fight I want to. If I want it, I know Danny Christie wants it. You know, because both of us have got a reach advantage. You know, on Kroll, he's got T-Rex arms. Kroll and Danny, they both share Anthony Holmes as an opponent. Bart Kroll, super fighter. Danny Christie, super fighter. Look, I believe Danny Christie's the man and he's going to win that belt. Either way, I've got to work my way up another fight before I'm in contention for it. Unless they just let me fight Danny for it. You know, the vacant middleweight BKFC title, that would be something, you know. I just remind you that the title is vacant. You know, I've got to win in the BKFC. Just like Ellis Shepherd, he had one fight in the BKFC and one loss, and he got a shot at the title. So it's not impossible, man. Dreams can come true, and I would relish the opportunity to fight Danny Christie for the middleweight BKFC title. But that would be a dream, you know, a dream. And all respect to Danny Christie, you know, we felt each other's, you know, physical presence. You know, I met him, when I met him for the very first time, I sized Danny up and I said, have you got an opponent for Wembley? He already had an opponent. At that time, I didn't realise that they was in talks with Tony Giles or whatever. It is what it was. But, you know, Danny Christie, big respect to him. You know, being the light heavyweight champion and being such a dominant champion in the UK, and he's not even a true light heavyweight, you know, like me, I fought at light heavyweight, not a true light heavyweight, didn't have to cut at all, you know. So if anything, me and Danny, true middleweights, And yeah, this is just me talking about the BKFC MK, talking a bit about the future. I'm going to tag Danny Christie in this video, and yeah, well done to all the BKFC fighters that put on such a fantastic show. Had a real good time there, and I look forward to the next one. Peace out.